this is my Eggmobile. It is made from a trailer that was used to transport a ditch digging machine. All the wood is sawmill wood. All the tin is old tin that was left over from other projects. It is 4 feet wide by, I think, 8'6" long. I remember doing the math, and at 0.6 square feet per chicken, it has enough square footage for 52 chickens, I think. And that doesn't seem like a lot, but the thing is, if you know anything about Eggmobiles, they don't stay in here all the time. These are in here eating, and I've only got 10 right now, I think, 10 pullets. They're eating right now, but generally they stay either hanging out underneath it in the shade or hanging around, you know, just in the field. But really they only sleep in there. And the reason it's on a trailer is so that you can move them. So if they stay in one spot too long, and I've found this so far, if they stay in one spot too long, they might start, you know, nesting up under that brush or down next to the creek or something, and they'll stop laying where they're supposed to, where you can get to the eggs. And these are still pullets, so they're not laying yet, but there are nesting boxes inside, and I like having the nesting boxes inside. You can just walk in here. Some guys put the nesting boxes where you can get to them from the outside. I prefer to just put a door on it, a regular man door, so you can get in here, and then you don't have to do anything fancy to, you know, seal the rain if you're trying to add an outer accessible box. I've got this string right here across the nesting boxes, because one thing you do want to do is whenever they are laying, you don't want them to poop on their eggs. So you close it up at night, you close up the laying boxes, and that's the idea of the string. I'll be honest with you, I don't know if it's really going to work. I might have to do something a little more robust, but it's alright for now. The floor is a slatted floor. It's made out of 2x4s, so they're 1.5 inches by 3.5 actually. It's all wood that I cut on my sawmill. This is white pine and yellow pine. I haven't treated it with anything, but I probably will spray it with diesel fuel eventually. Yeah, so they're 1.5 inches wide, and then there's 1.75 inches space in between each one. And there's plenty sturdy for you to walk on, and you know, the chickens don't mind. I do have some cardboard down. The main reason for the cardboard is because of the way that I feed them. So I have the feeder in here, which I did have it outside on a tripod, but the problem with that was that they tended to spend too much time wandering outside, and they would start, you know, nesting up in just random places that I didn't want them to nest. And I think it's more of an issue now that they're not broody yet, they're just pullets. I think once they're broody, they'll make it more like home. So I moved the feeder inside just so that they're inside more, and they're less likely to go wandering around too much. And I really like this feeder. So all it is a 5-gallon bucket with a hole in it, and then that's an eye hook just through a hole in the bottom. And then when they peck at that eye hook bolt, they wiggle it, and then the food falls through the hole. I really like that. Pretty well rat proof, and then I just got a piece of cardboard laying there for the feet to fall on. Right now this is the watering solution, probably going to be temporary, just like a 1-gallon water. So this is called the dong. I invented it. Basically you see these two 2x4s have a bunch of holes in them, and it's pinned. And then there's these two, that's the dong there. It sticks out the bottom, and it's up against the ground. So basically you set this thing up so that it's slanted this way downwards, because the rain gutter is right there and your rainwater bucket's over there. So since it's slanted downwards, you go ahead and drop this down as low as you can. Then you come out, and then, you know, you just raise the tongue just like any other trailer until the dong is on the ground, and now it's nice and solid. This bucket is a feed bucket. So I did the math. I think I was like, you know, a 1/4 pound of feed per hen per day, and I don't know, I figured it out where it's like this is enough feed for 50 hens for 30 days, which I thought was a nice round number. It's a 55-gallon drum. And you know, this barrel, you got to make it pretty stout if you're doing something like this, because that barrel full of feed weighs, I don't know, 400 something pounds or whatever. And then even heavier is the barrel full of water. So it's just a simple gutter. I went ahead and put this black foam stuff, I hope you can see it. It's basically to keep junk from getting in your gutter, and I was hoping that would keep junk from getting into my barrel and clogging up my my tap. So the tap is just, I had this whole idea with like EMT nuts and stuff and rubber O-rings, and it kind of fell apart. I ended up just drilling a 3/4 hole with a regular drill bit, and then I just kind of forced it into the threads and then just covered it all on RTV, and that seems to work fine. If I were to do it again, that's how I'd do it. This is nothing wrong with this. This is just one of those little downspouts. Just got lucky, it's just the right length. And not a whole lot of rain. It doesn't take much to completely fill this thing up. Pretty nice. I like having it completely full. And you know, once it fills up, it just overflows over the side. So that's not a problem. Yeah, the Run Chicken T50 paid 10 extra bucks to get the American flag striping. Very nice. No one that I know of makes this sort of thing in America. This one's made in Slovenia, which I thought was pretty interesting. Real nice big heavy barrel bolt here for the door. Don't want that thing coming open when you're going down the road. I built this such that it can be taken down the road. The tires are good enough. Everything is built in such a way that it can be taken down the road. Any questions about it, just leave me a comment. I'll probably answer. This is based off of Joel Salatin's design. Loosely, pretty loosely. The general principle is like Joel Salatin's designs, but of course this one's a lot smaller. If you want to buy one, maybe I'll make you one. I don't know. $7,000. $7,000 and I'll make you one. Leave a comment. Bye.